So I decided to make another Law of Attraction video, off the cuff, not scripted. Watching my kids. It's probably going to be a crazy video. This is Ivy Ruth. She's holding my baby Xavier and my other daughter River. So I wanted to make a follow-up video to my Law of Attraction video because some other really cool things have happened since then. Let me preface it by saying that I'm still exploring and still reading books and listening to different teachings and podcasts on it. Even though I feel like a couple of the books that I've read, you really don't need to read anymore. However, I have because I just like learning other people's perspectives. Okay, so my last video was on the shoes that I got, which was amazing. Coincidentally, the shoes that I wanted to, or the shoes that when I got more specific with what I wanted, with my intention, I actually ended up buying myself with money that I got for Christmas. So whether or not that's Law of Attraction working or not, I think it is, because I could have not gotten the money for Christmas and I still wouldn't have those shoes, and I ended up with the work shoes that I want anyways. But there's something else that I want to bring up that was pretty amazing since all of this has kind of come to my conscious thinking as far as how Law of Attraction works and how things start happening. Okay, so after my mom and I went to, we saw a movie. We usually, my mom and I like to go see movies. We like the same kind of stuff. Stuff that my wife doesn't like, you know, my mom likes. You know, like Hunger Games, Harry Potter, stuff like that. I'm a geek, but I don't care. So, we were leaving, and I was in my car, she was in hers. We pulled up to the light. We rolled down our window. She said, "What do you want for Christmas?" I said, "I don't know," because I'm almost 40 years old. I don't really care about getting presents. It's whatever, you know. I said, "I don't know. Give me a grill, new grill." And she goes, "I'm not getting you a grill." I said, "Well, give me a watch." I hadn't had a watch in over 10 years. The last watch that I had... Okay, baby. Put them over there. The last watch that I had, I worked at a telecommunications company, and if you would sell a certain amount for a week or a day or a month or whatever, you would get like dollars that you could go onto the internal website and choose whatever you wanted. Well, what I chose was a Movado watch, about a $200 watch, and it had a black face with silver around it. It had black leather straps, and it was a really nice watch. It's really the only nice watch I've ever had. And I wore it for a couple years, and then the straps that keep the little bitty straps around it that keep the main strap after you've adjusted the watch, and then you put the strap into the two smaller ones. Those two smaller things fell off. So one day I was riding down the expressway, and my hand was out, and next thing you know, my watch is gone. So my watch fell off. That was about 9 years ago, and I never had a watch since then. Just because, I mean, number one, I'm not going to pay $200 for a watch right now with my current financial situation. And number two, I just didn't really think about it. So off the cuff, I just said to her, you know, I'd like to have a watch. I mean, it wasn't even really like, give me a watch. It was, I don't know, a watch, you know, whatever. So Christmas morning, I opened up my gifts from her, and it was the last gift that I opened. And I opened it up, and the case said Movado. Now, I did not tell her what kind of watch I had. I didn't tell my brother who was with her what kind of watch I had. She didn't know about my old watch.
No, Xavier.
Open up the watch, and I open up the casing for it, and I look down, and it is the exact same watch that I had before. See that? Except, do you see how the black leather on this one's like kind of rigid? My original one, it was smooth. This was smooth. But I'm telling you, it is the exact same watch. Not only was it the exact same watch, she told me when she went to go buy the watch from the department store that it was actually the last watch in the store. This one. Another thing that happened that was really interesting is she brought me some cologne, my brother and I some cologne that happened to be the last 2 bottles of cologne in the same store on the same day when she went buying Christmas present. So I just don't know how you could put a figure to what the odds are that the watch 10 years later that she bought me was the exact same. And I loved that other Movado watch. You know how when you get things in life and they might be kind of nice or whatever, and you're very, very proud that you worked hard to get them. I was super stoked about that watch. I was super stoked to have a Movado watch because it's a nice watch, you know? And I was super happy that I had it. And then when I lost it, I was kind of heartbroken over it because it fell off my arm when I was merging onto another expressway. So it like fell off right at the V. So my arm's out, I'm driving, it falls off at the V. I pull onto the expressway, keep going, and I look down and my watch is gone. And I'm like, you know. So this happened, and now when I said watch and wanted watch, I wasn't thinking Movado. I wasn't thinking this. I was actually thinking a different kind of watch. However, when I saw this one, I was like, oh my gosh, I remembered how much I loved that watch. Other things have happened, like I walked into a brand new, like an authentic Mexican taco store, like a restaurant, like that just serves like open face tacos. Walked in, and when I walked in, the store hadn't opened yet. They were opening on January the 1st. And I walked in, and they were like, well, this is for just family and friends. I'm like, my bad, I'll leave, you know. I can go eat somewhere else. And they're like, no, stay here. They were like, no, stay here. We want people to eat our food. So I got a free lunch that day. That was really cool. So, yeah. Just very, very, very interesting how things happen. I'm sure there's more. And I probably should log all this stuff down as a way to look back and kind of like an encouragement of, you know, when I'm thinking about things that I want to see happen or things that I would like in life, you know, to go back and have that journal of, you know, this is what happened. So I hope this encouraged somebody out there. You know, I just think I can't even I just can't put odds on her getting this watch. And this is the one that I had 10 years ago that I lost. It's just crazy. So, yeah, I'd love to see your comments. I'd love to ask any questions. I love, you know, I'm just getting started with all this. I love it, though. I love learning about this stuff because it feels like you're learning stuff that's how you're supposed to live kind of thing. And you know what? You know, just kind of off the cuff here still. It's all around us, man. You know, you listen to pro athletes, you know, or actors or whatever, or politicians or whoever, and what do they say? You know, I would always picture myself playing basketball. I'd always picture myself striking out somebody when I was a little kid. And I imagine the crowd going wild, and I did that over and over and over. Well, that's law of attraction. That's intention. It's desire. It's feeling the feeling of it. It's giving off good vibes and energy. Nice, sweetheart. And so that's what I've been trying to do, and that's what I've really liked. So, yeah, I look forward to your comments. Have a great day.